I was driving the I-40 late at night, heading west from Albuquerque toward Flagstaff. It was just past 2 a.m., and the road was almost empty. The desert stretched out on both sides, pitch black, with only the occasional distant lights from some ranches on the horizon. The radio was playing softly, and I had just a few sips of coffee left in my thermos. Somewhere between Gallup and the Arizona state line, I first noticed a light behind me. In the rear view mirror, it looked far too bright and sat a little higher. At first, I figured it was a truck with extra roof lights, but it didn't seem to be gaining on me. It just stayed there, holding the exact same distance, like it was pacing me. After about 5 minutes, my ears started to pop, like when you're driving up into the mountains, even though the road there is dead flat. The radio began to cut out with static, then went completely silent. I slowed down, and that's when the light shot forward and hovered right over my hood. It was perfectly circular, with a soft bluish glow around the edges. Not a single sound. For a moment, I felt this strange calm, almost like I was drifting off to sleep. I blinked, and suddenly, I was sitting on the shoulder of the road, engine off, headlights dead, hands gripping the wheel, heart pounding like I'd just sprinted a mile. I checked my phone. 5:23 a.m.? I had lost over 3 hours. The odometer hadn't moved an inch. The cabin smelled faintly of metal and ozone, like the air after a lightning strike. The car wouldn't start right away, only on the third try, and the engine ran rough for the first few miles. When I finally reached a motel in Flagstaff, I felt like I hadn't slept in days. The next night, I woke up at exactly 2:14 a.m. No noise, no alarm, just wide awake. It kept happening for weeks. One night I looked out my window and saw a faint white glow far out over the desert, eerily similar to what I'd seen on the highway. I told a coworker, an old trucker, about it. He just nodded slowly and said the same thing had happened to him a few years back on I-25 near Las Vegas, New Mexico. A light behind him, then a flash, and 3 hours gone. He warned me, if you ever try to remember what happened during that time, think twice. Some things come back when you touch them. Ever since, I can't shake the thought that the light wasn't just above my car. It was watching me, and I'm starting to think it still is.